we've got a question coming in from Gary, who's asking about the back half of the defense, pass defense, secondary, coming into this season.
I think A&M feels much better about it than maybe fans do, the coaching staff, because it's a good point that if you look at last year's secondary, obviously you've got Antonio Johnson and Damani Richardson to kind of lean on, but you also get a return of Miles Jones and Brian George, which should help, to go along with Jalen Jones and Tyreek Chappelle. I think they really feel like they have a lot of experience back there with guys that have played a lot of games, and so on that side, and there might be guys on the interior that maybe haven't played a lot, but there's a lot of guys who were highly recruited coming out of high school who they believe can step forward and rush the pass. Tanmise Adelaide is a guy that, Ohio State was heavy on him, and Alabama and some others in Florida, and there was a lot of SEC programs after him, and so I think A&M feels like they have a good piece in him. Fadil Diggs is the guy that's continued to impress, and McKinley Jackson, I think it's notable with him. Jimbo Fisher talked about him playing with a shoulder injury all of last year that limited his impact, and a healthy McKinley Jackson certainly would be a boost to A&M on the inside, and I think they feel pretty good about what they have in the secondary with the returning players and being able to get guys healthy, because Jimbo Fisher was quick to point out at SEC Media Days, A&M lost their top two corners last year in George and Miles Jones. So getting those two back to go with some of the guys that got experience last year, even some of the younger players, the Bryce Andersons and Denver Harrises, were highly coveted players that could step in and be able to contribute if needed as well.
Justin, we appreciate you stopping by and appreciate your willingness and desire to write for us. So thanks for contacting me. I'll get back to you. So you go to Mark Rogers TV at Gmail. Right at the top, it says write for us. And so you can give it a shot and submit the form, and we'll be in contact.